When building out automations, the data store module is arguably the best kept secret in Make.com. I'm going to show you how it works step by step in a second and why I think that it's underutilized. But if you haven't already, go to my bio and check out my new ebook. It is a beginner's handbook to automation. I go through everything you need to know in terms of getting started with automation if you are a beginner. So check that out. The link is in my bio. So what is the data store module? Basically, the data store module is very similar to something like Airtable, as in it is a database, but it is a database inside of Make.com. So it is native inside of Make.com and you can manage the data and store the data inside of Make. So this particular workflow is going to respond to DMs on Slack automatically with an automatic message. So this data store module here is doing a search. It is going to search records that are stored inside of a Slack DMs data store. So we can basically create a database inside of Make, and then we're doing a search here to find out if there is a record that matches the username. So we want to see if this person has got a record stored in this data store. The reason why is because we're going to send them down the router, and they're either going to go to this place. So if they've never sent a DM before to the brand account, then it is going to create a new record, and then it is going to send them a message just to let them know that we don't monitor our DMs. So on this side of the router, we are going to check to see if the record already exists. So if the record exists, it's going to go down this side. If it doesn't exist, it's going to go down the other side. Down this side, we're going to set some variables. So we want to calculate when this person last sent a message, because we don't want to continuously just send them auto replies if they keep continuing to send multiple messages, because then it will just continuously loop and send message after message. So basically what we're doing here is we're defining a variable called time since message, and we're doing a timestamp subtracted by the record timestamp. So basically we're taking the current time and subtracting it by the time of which was last recorded of when they last previously sent a message. This is going to give us a specific duration. We can then use a filter to check the specific time of which it has occurred. So in our case, we have a half-an-hour period. So if somebody has sent a message within half an hour, it isn't going to trigger this message again. However, if they have not sent a message within half an hour, so say it's been 31 minutes, then it is going to send them this message and it's going to update the record store, which is inside of here. So basically it is going to update the record with the new time so that this resets, and then there is another half-an-hour period, but will actually then would send another message if they do message again. So data stores are super useful. It allows us to store information inside of Make natively, and there is a place where you can actually monitor the data usage inside of here. If you click more, you can then go to data stores and you can view all the records inside of Make already. This is great if you don't need something super complex and you just need to store basic information. I highly recommend this, because then you don't need to pay for Airtable, or you don't need to store it in something like Google Sheets or something like that. It's much better. If you're not already, then hit the follow button if you're interested in automations.